that was the start of this intense pass battle, starting around at 4 p.m. EST. At 7:35 a.m. EST, the first pass fell. Following the first pass, the second pass, the third pass, and then the fourth pass fell, allowing us to enter Kingdom 4028 and Kingdom 4038's Zone 6 that they have barricaded from us, using 11 forts at the passes and 4 forts scattered around the map. Now the fight isn't completely over yet, but I think it's safe to say that we have won this KVK. I want to give a huge shout out to our opponents here for putting up a great fight this KVK. We got 34, we got 26, we got 27, we got 38, and of course Kingdom 4028 for putting up an amazing fight. This was a super fun KVK. And I said this on my live stream earlier, but this KVK was the second most fun KVK I have ever played in Rise of Kingdoms. Before we get too deep into the video, I want to show you guys the updated leaderboard from the KVK after most of the fighting is finished. I'm not sure how much fighting is going to happen after this, but maybe a little bit of field fighting, but not too many deaths, I'm guessing. But ignoring alliance power and alliance kills, let's take a look at individual power, where everyone in this KVK has dropped tons and tons of power. Gataka, starting at 247 million, it dropped nearly 100 million power. Of course, we got Ryan here, who dropped a crazy amount of power as well. I think he was at 150 million, but maybe he was at the highest power, but I don't know for sure. CBK Prime, of course, dropping 70 million power. And many, many more people. Literally everyone in this KVK took deaths. So I gotta give a huge shout out to everyone who made this KVK fun. And me, of course, I took a total of 600,000 deaths. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Moving on, for individual kills, we got some crazy numbers here. Ryan is at almost 7.5 million. Fuzzy, I believe this was Matt Achilles' account, which was previously Burkanda's account, is now at 7 billion. We got Tony at 5.6. We got Loki at 5.5, Wabi Enzo at 4.5, which he is the highest KP gainer in this KVK. I think he's up 3.5 billion kill points. As you can see, many players above 3 billion, 10 players above 3 billion right now. And I'll go over like the actual stats, like how much KP they gained individually here in a second. But this is what the leaderboard kind of looks like. Me, I'm sitting at 196 million KP, and unfortunately, I'm not even near my goal. And I kind of explain why I didn't get close to my goal. And the main thing was, there's literally just not that much field fighting. As you guys know, there can be millions of rally garrisons going on, but if there's no field fighting, then it is extremely difficult to gain KP. Now obviously there's a little bit of field fighting happening right here, but it's mostly T5 players, and I am going to join this field fights here in a little bit after I'm done recording this video. I have been for the past 2 hours, been fighting a little bit, but obviously not getting much KP at this point. Most of their players, I'm assuming, have retired from this KVK. Alright, before we jump into some individual stats and some KVK stats, let's take a look at this Relentless Warriors, which will kind of show you guys a little bit of breakdown of what happened. 600,000 deaths for me personally. This is the breakdown. Majority infantry, which is good. I've trained a lot of infantry, planning to kill it off. Unfortunately, I was not able to kill off all my troops this KVK, but we got a good amount dead. And we got a little bit of Cavs dead, and a little bit of Archers dead. And moving on, we did spend 1 billion resources, which is far less than I thought I would spend, because there was just not much field fighting. Obviously, I wasn't on 24/7, so maybe it was possible for me to spend more resources if I was fighting more. But I was there for a lot of the major fights, and I probably fought well over, I don't even know, like 40 hours this KVK. I'm going to be fighting for 4 days. That sounds reasonable to me. 40 hours, maybe even more. I mean, I've been putting in a lot of work, and obviously a lot of it has just been sitting inside balls and not field fighting. So that's where my struggle came in. It is what it is. Next KVK, obviously I'll have QSH, and hopefully we can go for some more KP, because 200 million KP is a lot lower than I wanted to be for the end of this KVK. I was aiming to be 500 million, so very far off. Now I will say, I only fought 4028. I haven't even fought 27, 26, 34, or any of these other smaller kingdoms, which I probably could have got more KP from. I was literally fighting 4028 the entire time. I think my T5 kills kind of prove that. I'm already up to 3.4 million T5 kills. If you look at a lot of the other players in this KVK, maybe they're fighting some weaker opponents and they have more T4 kills, but I was fighting 28 the entire time. I didn't even fight a single other kingdom, so I think you have some respect on that, you know? I could have jumped over to some of these smaller kingdoms and tried to farm quote-unquote KP, but I stuck to the main objective and fought 28 the entire time. Anyways, I'm gonna pull up the Scarab website here. This is the Scarab website. It was last updated 3 minutes ago, so it's very, very recently updated. First of all, let's run through some kingdom stats here, because obviously things are looking crazy over here. For DKP, 4028 has officially taken first place in DKP, taking 181 million deads. 4030 is in second place, just behind them, literally less than 100 million behind them, taking 168 million deads. And obviously for KP game, we've gained a little bit more KP than them. They're up 40 billion this KVK, we're up 41 billion. Moving on, we got 4039, our ally here, with 4.6 billion DKP, and they've gained 28 billion KP and 185 million deads, the most deads this KVK. And then obviously we have 4 of 28's allies here, pulling a roughly 4 billion DKP combined, a ton of deads, about 190 million deads combined, and roughly 18 billion KP. And then we have 32, our ally here at the bottom, with 2 billion KP gained and 22 million deads. So that's the kingdom overview for the entire KVK. Let's jump down to warrior ranking, and we'll sort this by DKP, where Wabi X Enzo has pulled in 3.6 billion KP, 6 million deads. Next up is Chadsky, who pulled in 1.6 billion or 1.7 billion KP and 5 million deads. We got CBK up here, 1.3 billion KP and 6 million deads as well. We have Fuzzy, or Mad Achilles, with 1.6 billion KP, 4 million deads. We have Ryan up here, 1.4 billion KP, 4 million deads. Loki with 1.5 billion KP, 2.8 million deads. And then Gataka, Barney, Lev, and Gale Lewis for the top 10. Obviously, very, very crazy stats for KVK2. 3.6 billion KP is absolutely insane, and I'm assuming he's probably trying to hit 4 billion or something. He's going to keep pushing. Let me pull up my stats here. Okay, we got Mercifu here, 450th in the KVK. Little disappointing. Oh, nice. Is it cool? Okay, better low page here. 450th in the KVK. I've lost about 1 million power, gained around 87 million kill points, with a 2 million T5 kills increase. That's crazy, bro. Taking around 600,000 deads, and I have a DKP of around 14.8 million, which puts me at 156th in the kingdom, which I don't think is high enough to get a legendary inscription, but it's fine. And in the entire KVK, of course, I'm 450th, which I think is pretty good. I'm okay with these stats. I mean, obviously, I gained less kill points than my KVK1, although I fought way more than my KVK1. So I don't know what to say about that. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. I mean, obviously I was out there fighting. You guys have seen the live streams, but it was just not the kill points were just not there, really. But anyways, unless there's some crazy betrayal happening in this KVK, this should be the ball game. I'm super happy with how this KVK went. It was really fun. Drop a comment down below if you guys enjoyed this KVK. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'm gonna get back to fighting. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!